The queue was several blocks long. This baby lock cover stitch is transparent. The two people attending, the man there screamed at me, and here they get smaller and smaller. I'm waiting to get that Italian denim right there. I went to the Stitch Festival in London and I'm here to share my experience, what I got, some thoughts, things I might have failed on. Hi sewing friends, I'm Karina from liftingpinsandneedles.com. Welcome to this channel that is all about sewing, limitless sewing, and check out the tulips behind me. I cannot get enough of these flowers. It's my favorite flower. They do not grow normally in Brazil. If you want them, they have to be in a controlled environment. It's a thing. So I don't have them, but I have always admired them. So I'm so happy that they're just growing right in front of the house where I'm renting. They just popped up suddenly, so I'm filming right in front of them so you can enjoy them too. But it's not about the tulips, it's about the Stitch Festival in London. I actually didn't even know that it was going to happen while I was here. So before even coming here, I didn't even have this in my plans or didn't even know that I was going to be able to attend. It's just that some of you in the comments told me a couple of months ago, you know, in March, there's this event. I thought, yeah, I've seen vlogs about that over the years. I was very excited to know that I was going to be able to attend. I'm pretty close to London here in Cambridge. It's just about an hour ride. I knew that it was going to be fairly easy for me to get there, even just going by myself. And I knew that I was going to meet some people that watch the channel, which was very exciting for me. But more about that later. I went on the Thursday, which was the first day of the festival. So this happens Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Today's Sunday. It's actually the last day today. I also thought it was going to be the quietest day. Boy, was I wrong. Or maybe the next couple of days are even more busy than what I experienced because it was pretty busy. I wanted to get there at 10. I knew I had to walk a considerable amount from King's Cross to the event center. I did not want to mess with the underground or a bus or anything. Just keep it simple. My 2 feet are going to get me there pretty easily. I just needed more time. So I left pretty early here. It was a beautiful, beautiful day. The temperatures were expected to hit 18 degrees-ish, which feels like summer, basically. So that was very exciting, and there was not a cloud in the sky that day. The birds were chirping. It was a very nice day to get up and just have that boost in your mood. Plus, I was going to an amazing place. Let's hop into the vlog. So it was a bit of a shock getting here because the queue was several blocks long, like all around the building. It's after 10 and I still can't get in, but I'm almost here. How exciting is that? As soon as I got to the venue, like at 9:45, I was shocked at the line there. The queue went around the building about 3 blocks long. And I was completely shocked. I'd never gone to an event that had such a queue, and it just made me realize how many people love this stuff. It was very exciting, and also annoying to do the queue, of course. It took me like half an hour just to get inside the venue. Then I figured out, you know, if I would have gotten there like at 10:30, then the queue's gone and everyone can just go in. So tip, don't get there before 10, just get there at 10:30 and you won't have to do a queue. So yeah, that was unexpected. Okay, I've made it inside. I don't know where I'm going to start, but the first thing, I need to find the loo. I came to a quiet corner. I'm wearing what I said I would. My Makina dress from Itch to Stitch and my red things. I hope to meet a lot of lovely people today. Now I realize the stands are sort of in the middle and there's these hallways around the sides, which I think is nice to come and decompress. From what I can see, there are about 1 billion people in here. The hallways look really crowded. Yeah, it's a busy day over here at the Stitch Festival. I was very comfortable during my day. As you just saw, I was wearing my Makina dress from Each Stitch. It helped people recognize me because I announced that I was wearing that. It's a pattern that's still on sale over at Itch to Stitch through Tuesday night. Just plugging it in there. If you haven't had a look, I have a whole video about it. Nice modal spandex, comfy dress. I couldn't have been more comfortable for such an intense day. There's like 2 or 3 levels of places that you can see. It's like a really tall building. Check out the roof. Look at this. It's made entirely out of crochet. I think it's wool. It looks quite chunky, and this place here looks so cozy. Look at these flowers. Wow. Check out how this fabric has been manipulated. So intricate. Check it out. It's an exhibition of sorts. I don't think I would be able to do that with my own garments. I just prefer the clean look, but I can appreciate the effort and the creativity. And the buttons. These patterns are so beautiful to look at. The printed patterns, very colorful. You know, it makes you want to buy one, but I don't buy printed patterns. So pretty. This is at Guthrie and Garni, and they have these cottons here. 95% cotton, 5% elastane. The prints are super pretty. The prices, oh my gosh, premium. £18 a meter. To be honest, I would rather buy linen for that price than cotton spandex, but they are very pretty and they are very soft. This baby lock cover stitch is transparent, so you can see everything in there. How cool is that? The shop has little pieces of Liberty Tana lawns in half a meter packs, $11.50. So that's cheaper than the Liberty shop because the meter over there was £29. There's also 1 meter cuts, £23. Little scraps that cost £2 each. They're so small. There's this Liberty jersey as well, 2 meters for $44. That's premium price. It doesn't say the composition. I'd be shocked if it was just rayon spandex. So I did ask, and they are viscose spandex or rayon spandex. Yeah, I would not pay that for rayon spandex. We know how that ends up later on. Check out these Liberty scraps. You know, you can't even cut a pocket out of this. It's just so small. I don't know what you could do with this. Check out this quilt made with Liberty needle cord. The needle cord is very soft. I have to admit, it's very nice. I saw this one from far away and I'm very tempted. It's 1 meter, but the colors, love it. It gave me a little sample so I can touch it. This would be an amazing little mini skirt. A-line, I could see it. So nice. I think I'm gonna buy it. This is like the coupons I saw in Paris where you have to buy 3 meters. So 3 meters of silk for £120. It's a bit much. I've come to the 2nd floor and here's a good look at the entrance and how everything is down there. There's not much on the ground floor. I think I'm quite confused right now. I think most of the exhibitions are here on the 2nd level and then there's a 3rd one. So it's nice. It's a quite interesting venue over here. This shop just sells alpaca yarn. I used to live in Bolivia before and they made yarn made out of alpaca. It's an animal that lives in that zone. So I'm curious to see the price because I recall that yarn over there being not that expensive. I don't need to save my life, but these things are amazingly soft. So nice. So one of these little ones is £11. So the 50 grams is between 8 to 12 pounds. I'm going to do a little currency conversion and see how much cheaper it was in Bolivia. I didn't know that Fabric Godmother used to have their own patterns, their own brand. Most of the fabric shops have their own patterns. What is in oh, these tins are empty. I love this, it's so cute. I just think this is adorable. Okay, right after I saw that little tin here that I actually bought, I just literally filmed like for a couple of seconds saying, I love this tin, this is so cute. I was at the corner of that stand there. When both the couple that worked there, both the man and the woman, they just shouted at me. I found that they were very aggressive, very rude, similar to what I experienced in Italy when I went to a shop and the man shouted at me, don't film, you're not allowed to film, whatever. I wasn't doing anything terrible. I wasn't disturbing anyone. I actually had the plan to buy the tin. As soon as I saw it, I knew it was something I wanted to have because I found it extremely cute. And in spite of the fact that they treated me very unkindly, I still bought the thing. I was just so shocked, you know? And you know, it's amazing how an experience like that early in the day can dampen your mood. For me, I'm not used to getting treated like that, you know? I have been in the past, and by that point, I'd been there for about an hour. And once that happened, I thought, oh my gosh, I'm gonna leave. I'm ready to go. That's ridiculous, you know? I can't let things like that affect me that much, but it can affect anyone if they're treated unkindly. I guess people don't realize what that can cause on someone. I think in my regular life, I would never be the cause of someone feeling like I felt that day. Still bought their product, I still gave them business, whatever. I went out to the sides of the show. There's like these really long hallways that were pretty much empty of people to just breathe and just relax and get myself hyped up again, because I was at that point still super happy, but I had a bit of a dip at that point. But let's get over that. Let's get over that. This sewing machine looks like a tank. It's so big. Wow. These banana machines over here, wow. That one's 3,500 for almost 5,000, 12,000. And here they get smaller and smaller. And this is the smallest one that looks more domestic, still very nice. Check out these denims. This one's been distressed already. Jacquard denims they're called. I'd never seen any denims like this ever. Rosenberg and Son, super busy. I'm waiting to get that Italian denim right there for a pair of pants. Now, this is a machine I would love to have. It's heavy duty, sturdy. It says it's professional. Same as this one here. These look amazing. 6700 Pro. I'm sure they sell this one in Brazil. Now, when I seem to swoon over these machines, it's the truth for me. You know, I don't have access to these amazing machines. Not financially. I think I could plan financially to purchase one of these amazing machines. It would take a while, but it would be something that I could plan for. It's just that when I look at machines, even online, they just don't sell them in Brazil. You have domestic machines that go up to a level, and then you jump straight into full-on industrial, and I don't want an industrial machine. So I want something sturdy. I really don't care about 200 stitches. I don't care about embroidery at all. I would just like to have a better machine than the one that I have. I've had it for 8 years. It served me amazingly. But every time I go and take it for servicing, which I do like preventative every year, the guy there always says, you know, you're overdoing this, you're overworking this machine. It's not meant to sew that much. And I know that my machine gets overworked. If you watch my roundup videos every year, I sew about 170 type garments. And plus I use it for other things that I don't show on the channel, like hems and like regular, like things I don't show. But I am using my machine for a bit more than what I show. So I would love to have a better machine. And, you know, it's a dream. I'm planning financially to probably upgrade next year by the time my machine's about 9 years old. My experience seeing these machines is just fully positive. I'm not like sad or frustrated that I can't have them. I'm just admiring and in awe of what's out there and what's available. So for me, one of the highlights of these shows is seeing the machines. I do spend quite a bit of time there just looking at them and their functions and all of that. You know, the salespeople, they're not going to get any business from me. But for me, it's been one of the best things seeing these machines, especially Janome, which is the brand that I know that I can get a lot of in Brazil, and lots of servicing and parts and support, which is something you always want to have for a machine. You know, why would I import a Banina, for example, and then I can't get good servicing? So it makes no sense to me. Before we keep going, I need to let you know about something that's starting tomorrow, and that is a big site-wide sale over at Love Notions. So from Monday the 23rd through Friday the 27th for 5 days, there's a site-wide sale that is 40% off if you use the code that you see on the website. But if you use an ambassador code like my one, you get 45% off. Make a wish list, grab your favorites. I will have special content during the week. I'll leave you my affiliate link in the description box and the top of the comment section. Go make your wish list so you can be ready for when the sale starts tomorrow. And you will see me tomorrow with a special episode. So just so you know. These are all pure wool shawls. So this is a fabric I'd never seen before. It's quite lightweight. There's a bunch of lovely prints. And it's 15 pounds a meter. So nice, so soft. It's not itchy at all. And it's pure wool. There's a little bin here. And I found this piece of linen. Would be amazing for a big cushion. I love the color. It's just a little remnant. £2. Okay. I'll look for more. Fabrics by David Wells. There are about 100 Irish linens here for about 12 a meter. I'm looking at this green right there. I saw this beautiful fabric from a distance and I came so disappointed because it's not actually fabric, it's a tablecloth. It's a block print and I've been looking for something like this for ages with blue and white. I'm on the 3rd level. Check out all the sewing happening over here. So there was a dressmaking competition finalists made with Liberty Fabrics and they have them here exhibited. Colors are very, very bright. Okay, this dress is made from like an ambulance uniform or something. It's got even the NHS tag on the side. Okay, this blazer looks really well made. I wonder where they got the fabric from, but it's got so many details. Some beading and pleats on the sleeve. Yeah, that looks nice. Way more people at the Stitch Festival than in Birmingham. Over there it was much more calm. If you wanted to buy something, you could just buy it. Here you have to wait in a bit of a queue. A small amount of things I've bought, I've had to wait quite a bit to get them. There's more things related to sewing here, 100%. And I've met so many people. I've had lovely little chats. It's been amazing. It's just made everything real. There's actual people enjoying the content that I make and the feedback has been amazing. It's just been very encouraging, very encouraging. I usually don't like gingham, but that one right there, I love that one. I've spent a couple of hours in here. I came back to where I started filming from. This gorgeous quilt over here. It's time to go home. I've got my little suitcase that has been super handy and I have gotten some things. Only one of them that I'm not going to sew right now, but the rest are things I actually need for right now, for projects that are happening as we speak. It's been really lovely. It's been overwhelming as well, just so many people. But these little hallways here around the sides were super nice to just come and get away for a little bit. Yeah, it's a little bit saturated in noises, colors, everything, but it's been absolutely lovely. Now I have to walk about 1.5 kilometers back to King's Cross and then back to Cambridge. It is so beautiful. I just want to take it. It's just amazing.
Thank you.
Okay, I was about to go when I saw that fabric that I've just shown you. 100% cotton, broderie anglaise, made in Italy. The colors, everything I've dreamed of, white and blue. But the price, yeah. I'm walking away. It was £45 a meter. So that's quite a lot. I'm just going to leave it and just be happy that I got to see it and touch it. Yeah. I'm heading outside now. A great experience. If you're ever in London in this time of year, it's totally worth coming here. I spent about 6 hours walking around through all the levels. The first didn't have that much. The second was the most busiest, and the third. And I met a lot of people. Now, I'm sad that some missed out that messaged me later on that I found out. You know, some people that were there messaged me through email, Instagram, and even through the Patreon messaging app. And we were able to meet in specific places like I'm behind the Prosecco bar and, you know, things like that. So I think that was really useful for me to be able to meet people specifically. And of course, I did meet people just walking spontaneously. People recognized me and we had little chats. So that was super enjoyable. But I feel sad that so many people missed out and even told me, I looked for you everywhere. They messaged me later and I'm like, oh my gosh. I tried to make myself as visible as I could, you know, wearing red, standing in places, walking really slowly, you know. I know I could have planned it better. I've never done anything like that. So maybe I could have said that I was going to be at a specific place at certain times, but me not knowing the venue or how it works, I couldn't have known, you know. The Prosecco bar at behind there was a big space in front of a staircase. That was an amazing place to meet people, but what did I know? Let me show you the things I got. I didn't get many things. I already showed you the little tin where the people were not nice. But that shop, Sew Box, that sold lots of Liberty fabric, had a lot of things I didn't even see at the Liberty shop. At the Liberty shop, when I went to in London in January, they didn't sell any cord there. I knew that they did make it. They also didn't sell any jerseys. At least when I went, I didn't see any at all. Those jerseys they had there for a premium price was nothing but rayon spandex. I'm not going to fall into that. I do not like rayon spandex. But the cord, I got 1 meter only because the price is pretty premium at £28. And they had lots of flowery things, but this is the only color that really got me. It's green, turquoise, blue type thing with flowers. And I got a meter. It's 100% cotton, baby cord. It's really thin. It's really, really soft. And I saw lots of samples they had there hanging of this fabric. So I was very sure that this was something that I liked. The cloth, it was just amazing. So this is going to end up being a type of A-line skirt. I'll probably have enough to have a plaque and, you know, it's going to be a nice little skirt that can be worn with blue tones on the top. You know, these colors, they just get me. I love these tones, blues and greens. Oh my gosh. Any type of color that is vibrant like this, like the pink t-shirt, it's just my jam. You'll never see me wear pastels. There was a place where they had bins and it was pretty much nothing nice. They had fabrics there for £2. Whatever you found in there was £2. And I found these big squares of 100% linen, really big. I mean, they're probably about 70 centimeters square. And check it out. It's just so nice. This is not for garment sewing. As soon as I saw them, I thought, no, these are going to be cushion covers. I can make the back of the cushions with a beige linen. So this was beautiful. And they had it in 3 colorways. Blue, love that. I do not have a sad beige house. I do have quite a bit of neutral in there, but I have a lot of colorful things in there because it just makes me happy. So here is the sad beige version. And so I'm going to make 3 cushions that are going to be next to each other. They're going to have the same sort of print, but in different colors. I think it's going to be awesome. I don't show this type of thing on the channel, but I do make cushion covers. I think that's something I really enjoy. I don't use a zipper. I like to do the back that just overlaps, sort of like an envelope type thing. That is my preferred way of making cushions. I just make it overlap a lot. Hey, psh, 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 come, come. Oh my gosh, there is a huge cat just coming here. Come, can you hear it meowing? Hey, meow, hello. You want to see the fabric? Oh my gosh, you need to see this cat. I just love cats so much and I wish I could have one. I'm not going to have one because I travel too much and I won't be traveling with a cat or leaving a cat alone for weeks on end. Yeah, I just can't have a cat. And then Rosenberg and Son, they were there as well. They probably think I'm stalking them or something because I saw them at Trumpington, then at Birmingham, and now in London. But yeah, they're so nice over there. The people that work there, very nice. I got an Italian denim. Why is this Italian denim so nice? Because it's very lightweight. It's not stiff at all. It's been pre-washed, I suppose, the fabric. It's very soft and it's just very lightweight. It feels like linen to me. It even has a bit of drape. So it's not your typical denim. And I think denim is always going to be amazing. So I believe I got 2.5 meters of this. This was £14 a meter. And I think that is an amazing price for the value, for the quality. Yeah, you will not know how soft this is. It's just so nice. And maybe you'll see the drape. It has some drape. So I bought this specifically for something I'm going to make very soon. You're going to see it at the end of this week. It's a new pattern. And this fabric is going to be amazing. I'm probably going to make a set. So something on the top, something on the bottom. Very excited. I just have to pre-wash this and I'll be ready to go. Now, something similar I bought for something you're going to see soon is 100% linen, Irish linen for £12 a meter. What is that? There was a stand there. They had about 100, I don't know, they had so much 100% linen. They were selling like hotcakes and they only had 2 people working there. So I had to wait my turn for a while, but it was worth it. And I got this green. So I got 2.5 meters of this one, I think, as well. It's like a military green, 100% linen, very nice. I'm also going to pre-wash this today. It's sunny, so I can actually hang them outside, hopefully, at least to get half dry. This is going to be a jacket that you'll see soon and a skirt. And then the last thing I got before leaving was a gingham. Have you ever seen me show you anything in gingham? I think not. It's because I don't particularly like it. The types of gingham I've seen have been 100% cotton. Maybe there was something about the fabric that just wasn't my jam. But take a gingham in 100% linen and it's a whole different story. So I did see one that was red, white, and blue, and I thought maybe it's too much. So I just got this one that's blue and white. There's a little bit of a light blue in there, but it's mainly looks white. So this is amazing. This one I bought without any plan in mind. So I bought 2 meters. I think that will give me a lot of options. Who knows? But it was so lovely. This one was, I think, £13 a meter. So I got 2. Great value. This is going to be amazing. And I love blue stuff, if you can't tell. So that's all I got. It was a great day. I got back here exhausted. Yeah, it was a very intense day, very saturated in all senses, colors, noises, very intensive in all your senses. So definitely, I think it's a great idea to go 2 days and maybe go for shorter periods during 2 days. I think it would be much more enjoyable than spending the whole day there like I did, because when I left, I was ready to leave and get some silence. Thank you very much. It was very loud in there, but amazing. I dream to go there. If I was ever here in March in London, I would definitely plan to go there. I think it's really worth it. Don't forget that tomorrow the Love Notion sale starts. 40% off or 45% off if you use an ambassador link like mine. So be ready, and I'll see you tomorrow with more fun sewing content and inspiration over here. Bye.